Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. Uh, discovered something weird. When we go into general stats and go into quests, it actually says that I've completed a Dark Brotherhood quest. And we haven't. I mean, we've never met the Dark Brotherhood. We've done 0 things that have to do with the Dark Brotherhood as far as I'm aware. So I have no idea what quest that is. But anyway, no, I need to talk to Vex first, who's apparently sleeping. So same as last time, I'm back from Complain Jobs. I was right,
Amazing
and
laying around for us to take.
it will be Markarth that we'll be doing next because I got my 1 quest that I needed there, which means that now I need either 4 more in Whiterun or 2 more in Windhelm for next time. But either way, Delvin, I finished the fishing job.
I can pat you on the back all day, but coin's coin, right?
Have something special for me?
I got another special request, and I specifically asked for you. You're making a name for yourself, that's for sure. But more important, you're making a name for the guild. Keep it up.
So what's this special request?
I want you to head out to Markov and speak to Endon. He's a silversmith. He has some kind of shop there. His father was a good friend of the guild back in the day, so we could really use his family's influence back on our side.
Alright.
The only way this guild's gonna continue to grow is by taking extra work.
Maybe if I wasn't the only one out there doing the extra work, it could grow a little bit faster. Alright.
I can't believe Gullima.
Yeah.
I can't believe Gullima is mixed up in all this. That our go.
Alright. Back to Markarth. Oh, he is at the inn. Okay.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Sure. Oh, ended.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
Delvin Mallory sent me.
Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure where else to turn.
Just start from the beginning.
Several months ago, I ordered a special silver mold from some artisans in Valenwood by way of a Khajiit caravan. Well, it never arrived. Later, I found out that it was robbed by a group of bandits led by someone named Regal Strongarm.
Why do you need the guild's help for that?
Look, I talked to the Jarl, the steward, the housecarl, everyone. They all told me their resources were spread too thin right now. Word on the street says that the Thieves Guild is coming back into its own in Markarth. So I figured...
Send a thief to steal back what was stolen.
Exactly. Look, this mold is irreplaceable. I'll pay you well for its return, and I can also prove to be quite a valuable ally to the Thieves Guild.
No time to lose then.
Yes, indeed. The only thing I can tell you is that the mold was taken to the bandits' hideout, a small cottage called Pine Lodge. I'm not sure how many men they have inside, but I trust that won't be an issue for you. Good luck.
Alright.
I have silver to vend.
So yeah, as you can tell, Pine Watch is in fact a bandit hideout, so we can go in and just slaughter if we so choose. But obviously, not really. I didn't even bother to unlock it. It's like right outside my fucking house. Or one of my houses anyway. But yeah, anyway. Oh look, Braylina's home. I got really confused when I had dismissed her last time because I'd forgot that I had made her steward. So like when I dismissed her, I was like, oh well, better send her to Winterberry. But then like I talked to her and she's like, hey, did you need like I got the steward dial? Wow, there's actually 2 locations over there that I didn't unlock either. What the fuck? When we leave here, I'm going to see how... I don't know why I turn to the side. It's not like it makes a difference when I enter. When we're done this, I'm gonna see how long we've been going, and we're gonna go and discover what the fuck those two locations are that I apparently didn't go to. Alright. So now, like I said, this is a bandit place, so we could technically just, like, destroy everyone and be done with it, but... Wow, that is significantly more noticeable than I remember it being. Okay. Rorlac, and we have a note here. Quick save. We got the right cart this time. The note has been sent and we'll see how they respond. In the meantime, we'll keep breaking down this stuff. You keep selling off the wood to keep our front. If we can get a good price for the mold, we should be set for a while. Oh, and we left some wine for you in a bucket behind the shelf. Consider it a bonus. So yeah, you see wine in a bucket. Bye. So yeah, this is a it's a front for what's down here, which is the bandit den, and that guy up there is supposed to pretend to sell wood, which I mean he probably does sell wood. I mean, but it's these guys that have the mold. Now I will say, normally when I do this quest, I do just kill everyone because it is a bandit hideout. Like, there's realistically no reason for me to sneak through here, and it doesn't, and like killing these guys doesn't matter in terms of the Thieves Guild quest. Like, their whole like don't kill people thing kind of gets negated when the people are bandits. Now, I don't know exactly where this is, and I'm not 100% sure where most of the stuff down here is. I do remember that I do tend to get lost in this place. Also, my jump seems to be pretty freaking, like, a lot better. Does that have something to do with my armor, maybe? Because, I mean, the glass armor is lighter than the dragon one. She is not a very good guard, is she? Alright. Back to invisible.
I tried to tell him that he wouldn't. Is someone there?
Nope. I kind of want to actually do that again so that we can hear them. I mean, I saw them there and I just kind of ignored them because I'm like, it doesn't really matter, but I guess if they're gonna talk, I should probably let them do it.
I tried to tell him that he wouldn't get past the traps, but he wouldn't listen.
It was a stupid plan, and now Regal is so mad she won't even let us cut him down from there.
Aye, and she's added more traps now as well. A moment of silence for our fallen friend.
So yeah, that's your warning that the path ahead is filled with traps.
Here every now and then. Stupid bees and their stupid honey. Need me some scuba. The imported stuff. Just
Oh,
one
there's a
last
dead bandit.
time.
I gotta be careful with this guy walking around, because if he bumps into me, my invisibility is worthless. And no, we should be good. Okay, now there should be, I think it's this one. Yeah, it should be behind this door. We should have another stone of Baronzaya. Actually, it might have been. I think I may have got some play from over here. Oh my god, I didn't have to move it at all. Alright, let's go in here and see what we got. We got a bunch of stuff. And in fact, let's close the door, because then we can just grab it all. Because obviously, since it's locked, it's not a place these guys go into. But there's 19 out of 24, only 5 left. But I do believe that at least 2 of those we won't be able to get until we go to the Dark Brotherhood. Because I think there's at least... Because there's 2 different Dark Brotherhood sanctuaries, and I think that there's at least 1. Well, I mean, there would only be 1, but I think that there's 1 in each of them. Okay, but was the chest and the... I don't know. Was the chest also locked along with... And then there was also the trap? Because I feel like it had to have been, right? Because I was sure that I was unlocking the trap, or the trigger, but if I was doing that, then it shouldn't have went off. It's the bandit leader, just a bandit. You've all been warned about trying to break into my treasure room, but Roris didn't think I was serious. Now he's dead. You've all had your cut of the take already, and if I catch any of you dung lickers trying to break in again, I won't let the traps kill you. I'll do it myself. So yeah, they got the nice little bar here. That's probably the same warning. And I got a lot of these things around. Okay. By the 9, Rigel, think about what you're doing. I don't care if you kill off a couple skooma-headed Khajiit traders. They have no business being in Skyrim anyway, but think about what you're doing. There are armies fighting out there, and they're bound to use the roads from time to time. They're going to start noticing the traders go missing, and for that matter, why don't you just join up with one of the armies? I gave up on marrying you off to some merchant's son since you got the face of a skeever, but that doesn't mean you couldn't put a helmet on and find some work for a soldier. Use those meaty arms of yours, girl. And quit sending me money. I don't need your charity. Rigel is girl? Alright. Not really a feminine name, but... Now look here, Dal. You're the one who always told me that swinging an axe was the only thing I've ever been good at, so what do you expect me to do? The Stormcloaks pay dung for soldiering, and I'm not going to fight for those mud-sucking Imperials. I've got a good racket picking the traders off the road here, and I couldn't give a damn what you think about it. Your little saber cat has a tidy operation out here, and I'm not going to give it up just because you're afraid of getting caught. Oh, and quit trying to send back the money. Those louts just try and steal it, and I have to beat their skulls until they learn any different. Go, get the dual casted one on. So here's Rigel's strong arm. Can't have bandits hanging out near my house, you know. You know, the wife might want to take the kids there for a holiday. Now, granted, killing just her probably wouldn't stop the bandits, but, you know, would slow them down at least. And who knows, they might disband. Anyway. Now, I'm not actually sure if there's any more enemies past this point. I think it might just be traps once we start going through here. Because they did kind of make a big deal about there being traps everywhere. But I am still going to keep my invisibility up for situations like that, where I may still be visible to other enemies. Okay, well, I think that the game tried to activate the axes there and then realized that I did not, in fact, step on the thing. No trap on the... No, I don't think that that was a trap that I could have avoided. Yeah, I don't think that that's one that I could have avoided. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed one. And in Silver Mold, well, they got a lot of shit here, but unfortunately they have a lot of shit here, so I'm just gonna take it all and sort it out after. Because since we haven't been killing as much in these last few parts, I actually have significantly less to deal with after we're done recording to sell stuff. I do believe that these silver candlesticks are also somewhat unique. Oh, look at that. There's a trap there as well. Alright. Back to Pine Watch. Ugh. Oh, I see. Oh my. Right behind that guy. Exit is this way, I do believe. But yeah, that's Pine Watch. Like I said, there isn't a huge amount in here besides the Stone and Baron's Eye. Like I said, those two silver candlesticks I'm pretty sure are unique, so we'll toss those in the vault. But yeah, there's that's it. I mean, once again, if you go through it combat wise and just like annihilate everyone, it does technically make it a little... Well, I mean, once again, with sneak and invisibility, I'm not really too worried about it, about getting caught. And obviously, we just kind of cruise through it, but it's still insanely easy to go through it with just killing everyone. But I will admit that it is fairly easy to get lost during that, no matter which way you're doing it. Mainly just because like there's a couple of rooms that are rather large and have multiple and have like 2 floors to them.
My father. And
Yes.
his father before him.
And I have your silver mold.
You've more than proven that the Thieves Guild is back on its feet in our city, and earned every bit of your reward. Tell Delvin that he can count on me to provide the influence around here with the right people when he needs it. If you're ever looking to sell any illegally obtained merchandise, I'd also provide my services as a fence. It's the least I can do.
Alright, so here, what will you give me for these? So yeah, as you can see, he has 2,308 gold, which is rather weird. I don't need that. I don't even know where the fuck I got that dagger from. Or this armor. That I remember picking up. Oh, this must have been the amulet on the table. Just trying to get rid of like the random crap that I picked up since we're here. I'll keep the silver candlesticks because, like I said, I'm pretty sure they're at least somewhat unique. 77 for that, 64 for that. 38. Do I have anything that can get me to 38 rather easily? Can get to 39. Oh, wait, I had something for 30, and then I had something for 8. There we go. Perfect.
When you
Alright.
get back to Riften, tell Delvin this new arrangement's working out quite well.
Awesome. it's still kind of weird to me that you don't get the that like it's a requirement isn't to go back to him, you know, like going back to see Delvin is the requirement to complete the quest.
Good to see you again, friend.
Because I mean, you would think, right, that going back and getting to him, uh, and telling him that it was done would be a part of it,
Still
right?
have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin.
I finished that special Markarth job.
I hear Endon's quite pleased to have his merchandise back. He's a powerful ally in Markov. Should help the guild regain a foothold in the west. We're still growing by leaps and bounds thanks to you, and other merchants moved into the space outside the flagon. You're a natural. Never seen anything like it. We got a long way to go, but don't let that bother you. It's a lot farther than we've been in years.
All right. Now then, let us go speak to Brynjolf. Get us information on Gullumi, whatever the frig his name is.
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind.
Think he'll give me trouble?
Trouble? Huh. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
So how do I get him to talk?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
So I mean, betrayal or not, I'll let him live.
I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gullumai's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
Alright.
Good luck in solitude. Keep Gullumai alive.
So now let's go and speak to him. Now, like I said, this is a somewhat lengthier quest than the last main quest, but it isn't because it's difficult or anything. It's just that
Welcome.
it's not an escort quest. It's a following quest, you know.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about Golden Glow Estate.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now, Gajole.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that bee farm, was it?
You acted as a broker for its new owner.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
Identify the buyer and we'll forget what we know.
All right. Had I known this deal would bring me this much trouble, I never would have accepted the gold. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she was doing this?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey.
That's it? No name or anything?
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
I think you're lying to me.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
So now we have to shadow him, which is the part of this quest that takes a while. Now, thankfully, once again, because of our stealth and invisibility, it's not going to be that big of a problem to follow him. But normally I do it without, like, I'm not going to, like, this is the first time I've probably done any actual stealth work using invisibility. I pretty much always just max out my stealth, and, well, it more or less acts the same way as being invisible. But anyway, we're actually going to run ahead of him because I know where he's going. And it'll just be a little bit quicker to get there first. Now, unfortunately, even though I know where he's going, I do still have to wait for him. Because if I go into the building first, there's a chance that it'll break it and he just won't come in. That sounded like some broken legs. Now, just to make sure this is the right building.
A change has swept into Solitude, like a breeze off the ocean. These guilds come.
Yeah, that's where we need to go. Alright. So we're actually going to chill right here. Here. And wait for him to come by. So, yeah, watched a new anime last week. Restaurant to Another World, both seasons. Really good show. I really enjoyed it. It was like nothing crazy happened. It was just like a very nice, relaxing anime to watch, you know? Learned a lot about food, or different foods anyway, and how they're made. Now, granted, everything that guy, I'm pretty sure everything that guy did, well, was, you know, kind of nonsense, as in, he seemed to make, I don't know, for being by himself, he seemed to make quite a variety of dishes rather quickly, and made them to order. Like it seemed like a lot for one person to do by themselves, you know, considering how many people he would have in the restaurant at a time. But yeah, it was really fun. I liked the variety of characters that were there and everything. Like, I guess I should keep an eye on that just to make sure it's like moving, right? Because he is rather slow. But yeah, it was a great cast of characters. I mean, all the little basically mini stories that you learned about them in each episode was really good. I mean, yeah. I I hadn't watched it before because I saw that Crunchyroll had the English version of season 2, and I was hoping that at some point they would get the English version of season 1, but they never did. So I ended up just watching both seasons in Japanese, which is fine. I still prefer my English versions, but since, you know, since I actually speak that language, but I'm not against reading the Japanese versions as I watch it. But yeah, not quite sure what I'm going to watch next. I have a few shows that I'm interested in watching, but a few of them only have a few episodes to them because the season has. I mean, a couple of them have one episode to them. There's one, The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest or something. But I don't know. I'm contemplating watching it in Japanese because the English version is still a ways away from it. Like, it still has a little ways before the English version is complete. Um, but yeah, it's It seems interesting. There's another one called like Build Divide or something, and this other one called My Dress Up Darling. And the only reason I'm even thinking of watching that one is just because it seems to be like I keep seeing stuff for it. So that might be the next one I watch. Oh, he's here. I should probably pay more attention. I just wanted to find that sage one to see. Let's just do this. So yeah, the strongest sage with the weakest crest. The Japanese version is done, but the English version only has 7 episodes of it finished so far. So I might end up watching that one, and then in Japanese, and then depending on whether or not I like it when the English version is done, I'll rewatch it, right? Because it wouldn't be the first one I've done like that. There's been quite a few where like I've seen they're making an English version, so I've watched the Japanese one just to see because it's one of those things, right, where it's like I could just wait for the English version, but then like I'm like waiting, I'm like I want to watch it, right? And then if it turns out to not be any good, then it's like, oh shit. So yeah, this here is the following thing now. Because this is like built to be a Thieves Guild quest, they actually have multiple paths and that you can take around here to keep in sight of him as he walks. Now, obviously, because it's a game, he's just going to the end of the place. But we need to make a stop, not here, apparently. Over there, I think. Right? Yeah, because there's... Yeah, it's in that building there, because that building over there is where our larceny target is. Now, there are guards around, and even though we do have these ramps that we can go up and down, we can obviously be detected, and if the guards catch us, it is trespassing, obviously. Oh, I don't know what the hell that vibration is. And as you can imagine, the guards don't take kindly to trespassing. But you can swim. That is a decent way to get through this, is by swimming. Yeah, I was going to say our sneak will probably get up there while we're following this guy. Pop some into health. Quick breather back there. But yeah, there's a huge amount. Like, doing this without invisibility is still insanely doable because of the amount of like side paths and that you can take. They did a very good job laying out this warehouse for this quest. But once again, that this quest is pretty much the only thing, I'm pretty sure it is the only thing that this warehouse is used for. So it would make sense that they would put in so that was the focus of it, right? Like a lot of the dungeons in that they would have to worry about it being like, there it is. That is our larceny target, by the way, is that map. And I have no idea what I just picked up. So that's our larceny target. There's nothing else in here that's of any real use to us. So once again, we can just grab our larceny target and GTFO. Yeah, as you can see, there's even multiple paths in and out of the water. Places to go up to hide, because there are multiple guards. That, not to mention, he can catch you. And if you end up killing him, it doesn't fail you the quest, and good Christ, she came close to touching me. It doesn't fail you the quest, but it does negate the reward for it, unfortunately. Well, I say unfortunately. I mean, you're doing the Thieves Guild. They have a whole thing about not killing, so I mean, just don't do it. Somebody's swimming out in the water there. Where the fuck is he going? Keep hearing. Well, I was gonna say I keep hearing something weird, but I guess it's probably just one of the guards, right? Okay, so everything in there is considered trespassing, and killing those people can net you a bounty. Now that we're in here, though, we're back to bandits. Now, so just like Pine Watch, you can just bust through these guys. Once you've made it out of the warehouse, realistically, there's no reason not to just kill everyone in here. Because they're all bandits. They don't require, or they don't incur a bounty when you kill them. They don't, it's not considered trespassing because you're no longer in the East Empire Company warehouse. It is... It is very easy to just eliminate, right? See anybody? If you're wondering why I make sure that nobody can see me when I do that, is because you do turn visible for like a split second when you cast it. Now, if you're casting invisible, because like when you cast a spell, it obviously breaks your invisibility, but the spell I'm casting is invisibility. So I don't know if that's really gonna matter, like if it's actually going to count as breaking your invisibility, since you're going from invisibility to invisibility. And like I said, it's like a split second that you're available, or that you're visible, that you're visible. So like,
Now, there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed.
tell me first, and then I'll decide.
All right. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Look.
Well, that's why I quick saved, because there was that one guy patrolling, and I was not quite sure, and I wasn't quite sure how big of a patrol route he had.
Someone there?
Okay, that should be good, man.
Now, there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad.
Okay.
All right.
You say that name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer.
And you're helping her.
Help? No. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where's Carlia now?
I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Alright. Right here, I'd at least like my arrows back, but we do also have some chests that we can bust into. So the reason he was worried there is because obviously, he's running basically a rival thieves guild here. He started his own little bandit thing here, which, you know, is a no-no. Especially when you're known to the thieves guild, or known to be... Oh, fuck off, come on. Known to be associated with them. Oh my god, so many master lock chests. Oh, you know what we never did last time? We never checked to see what the hell those locations fuck, over by Pine Watch were that I was missing. I completely spaced on that. I mean, it's probably a location that we're going to go to, and I just didn't bother to go and unlock them on the map. Because I know I did really 7 gold in a master lock chest. No idea what I just did, by the way. Statue de Bella up there, an empty chest. That's apparently locked. Don't know what that is. Oh, probably opened up these things. Huh. Oh yeah, I forgot, because Brinewater Grotto we've actually been to before. And yeah, it's just a Horker cave. And there's nothing in it, basically. Alright. So with that done, we can return to Mercer Frey. Alright.
Did Gullamai give up any information on our buyer?
He said Golden Glow was purchased by a Carlia.
No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
Gollum EI also told me she was a murderer.
Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished.
Why has she returned?
Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was.
Gollumai told me she said where the end began.
There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again.
We?
Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Alright. Let's see. Maybe that's one of the... No? Oh, there we go. Now it's finally... Nope, that has nothing to do with it. I don't know why it won't show me that. It's very weird. But anyway. You know, I think this carpet is new, if I'm not mistaken. That's from doing... the whatever quest. It's not much of a reward, but it's just one of the slight upgrades that gets made as you go. Tenillian sleep.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be?
Anything different about it?
Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me.
No.
Tough luck for you then. Come back when you have at least one of the
Right.
pieces.
I forgot that I actually need it. I don't remember what the armor is called. And if I'm not mistaken, I can trade in one piece to get an enhanced piece. And then I can, I don't know where the hell I even put that armor, come to think of it. I guess I'll check in here, because I don't know where else it would be, really. I mean, I just kind of have to assume that I dumped it into the chest over here. See a bunch of stuff, but yeah, none of that. I wouldn't have put it in the safe, right? No. Huh. It's not on here because the Nightingale armor goes on there, but the Thieves Guild armor does. Oh. Oh, look, the jeweled. Okay, I see. So the Queen Bee statue in that I'll have to take to put it in here, but the other stuff will just appear. Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea where I left that armor. Absolutely none. Shit. I mean, I don't know. I really, really don't. But either way, we have time, so I want to see what these locations that I apparently didn't discover are over here. Because I could have swore that I made sure I got everything. Like I really have no idea what these could be. Better stick with going up. Because it's a lot easier to go down than it is to go up. I think there might be a deer near me. And we'll take this one on the left is closer. Now this could very well be a pass, you know? Like a north and south pass or something. Yeah, South Shriekwind Base Bastion. Okay. So why didn't I get these though? I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything. It doesn't look like there's anything particularly useful to it, you know? Let's see. Yeah, just a Radiant Quest location. Yeah, and I mean, there's not really anything. Yeah, weird. I don't know why I didn't do this location, but there also doesn't seem to be any real reason to do it, but I mean, obviously we should. Oh, That missed. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I feel like there's somebody behind me. Or maybe not. But yeah, that's so weird. Like, just a whole location that I apparently just ignored for some reason. So, I mean, how long have we got? I mean, if there's nothing useful in it, we just basically have to run through it, right? We could probably do that in 10 minutes. And I don't see why not. So weird, though. Now, odds are, like, you're meant to start this at one side or the other. And, by the looks of it, you're supposed to start it on the south side. Or it could be that both sides have an entrance. You can only go in from that side, but that seems weird. Okay, iron door there. And here I thought we were more or less done exploring locations. What? Oh, apparently there's vampires here. It's very weird when he cleared his throat. I was like, the fuck? Okay, so we have some Draugr outside. We got vampires inside, apparently. Got some skellies. I guess if I'm doing this, I should probably... Because, I mean, there's no point in me not getting... my sneak attacks in. Not a lot here. Okay, so clearly there's multiple paths to go. We'll tank the Ancient Nord arrows just in case I run out of my Dragonbone ones, and hopefully I'll remember to make myself some more after I'm done recording here. Right, I can't actually trigger those anyway. It does kind of seem like a waste to be using Dragonbone arrows on skeletons. Especially since, because they're skeletons, there's nothing for the arrows to actually stick into. Which means I can't realistically recover any of my arrows from them. Now, if... Oh, there he is. Now, one thing you may have noticed is that when I'm close enough and I shoot an arrow at someone, the detection meter does come up for a second. Like they detected me, and that's because they actually heard my bow go off. I don't think this will work. Sure did. Didn't think I'd be able to shoot through that, but surprise. That opened up that. And that. This is new, right? Some elven armor and a coffin. And this opened up where I killed those two skeletons. I'm just getting the same skeleton over and over. There's too many pieces of them. I'll take that. That can stay there. But yeah, it's unfortunate because when you fire arrows at skeletons, the arrows do the damage but then bounce off. Meaning that you can't really recover them from the body. You would have to recover them from... That opens that. That slams that shut. And that has to do with that. So what opens this, then? I don't rightly remember. I'm... Don't see anything in here. Because, like, I think... For some reason, I think that it has something to do with... Inside one of these things, like there's another lever or something? Maybe not. That one. Ah, here we are. That opens and closes that. Did those other two open this door? It did. I don't know which one did it, but hey, it's open. You know, it kind of looks when I do that like I'm putting on a helmet or something. Because like my arms seem to go past my head, which is really weird. And it does make it seem like I'm putting on a helmet. Oh, you know what? We didn't sell that thing to Delvin, did we? Well, that's fine. We can do that when we leave here. Well, we're a lot lower than we were last. Well, I don't know about a lot lower, but we are lower than we were last time. We are getting to the bottom of this place. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, well that's weird. Not quite sure who that's meant for. Yeah, I definitely move faster when I use that shout. Well, our archery is going up, which is nice. When we get back to the guild, we even have a master archery trainer there that I'll use. I used him once already. Because when I was running around, he was like, hey, come talk to me. So I was like, alright. And then I saw that he was an archery trainer, and I was like, sure. I mean, my archery needs to go up, so may as well, right? I mean, I know that there's someone in here. There they are. Bye-bye, ancient vampire. Now, you were the only one that I saw with my aura whisper. But I guess that doesn't necessarily mean you were the only one down here, but I'm going to assume I was. Or that you were. Empty. Alright, well. Yeah, I really don't know what animation is happening when I use this show, because it looks so weird. The nice thing about it, though, is obviously while it's active, you don't need to worry about... And there's North Trequin Basin discovered. Yay! Alright. So since there's not really anything... Yeah, see, because I uncovered Snowveil Sanctum. since there's not really anything worth it in there, I know that there was one more path that we didn't take, and there was some enemies there, but I don't think it's worth it to go back. And who knows, we might get sent there, because, I mean, it is a Radiant Quest location, and we do have, especially since there's vampires there, we do still have the Dawnguard DLC to go through, which does involve us doing some Radiant Quests, unfortunately. And I do believe, unless one of my patches there fixed it, there is actually a specific quest that we need to, like, we need to do the Radiant Quest in the right order or something.
Interested?
I found this map at the Eastern Empire Trading Company. Interested?
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. This should compensate you for your find. What's the matter?
Alright.
Afraid of getting your hands dirty?
So yeah, in between this time and next time, I'll dump my inventory, hopefully find where I left my Thieves Guild armor, because I still have no idea where I left it. There we go, and then there's our map. And I'll set up another one of the influence quests. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you
Good to see you again.
next week for more.